ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hit the like button. Get ready for tonight's after show live stream, starting in 10 seconds. Y'all ready to go? Oh, technical difficulty. Give me another 10 seconds. Give me 10 more seconds. Let's reset these clocks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh boy, I'm there. I promise you. Hold on, folks. Let's do this. It's a party. Oh boy. Oh wow. Technical difficulties left and right. What's going on over there? How about we turn these lights on? A little glitchy on my end. Let's power through it. Hello everybody, it's Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of Bachelorette. Recap of guys review. We have the live after show. We're The sun is setting here in sunny Southern California. We're going to have some of that sun coming into the green screen. It's going to mess up our display, but that's all right. We're grooving. We're moving. We have the live after show. Boy, it looked like one of those alligators must have hit the storyline because not much happened tonight. Not much happened. Lori Hart says, I got what I needed. Yes, Dave is greater than Tinder. Lori, you had a date tonight. So please call in and let us know how the date went. We'd love to hear from you. I don't know why I'm lagging right now. Just give me a second to work these things out here. We're going to work out some of the technical difficulties happening on my end. Did you guys like this episode? I don't want to hate on it. It just seems like it was a whole lot of nothing. I mean, did anyone think Tanner was going to stay? Did anyone think Shawn was going to stay? Hit the like button. Sherry said turn the music off. How's that? Is that better, Sherry? Do not tell me what to do, Sherry! We're jamming. The guy at the very end of the show was Trent from Chicks in the Office. So check this out. Oh, we lost this camera too. It's all right. We're back. So Trent from Chicks in the Office here. So let's go to Chicks in the Office. Let's see if they posted about it here. Here's Trent. So that's him right there. Iconic. So if you didn't catch the very end here, hold on. We got a lot of chords. There he was at the very end, just ready to go. Ready to pull a bag. Someone said this is art. The legend returns. Yeah, I always wanted to be the bag pulling guy, but Trent has more pull than I do. There he is. He's the blogger. And then Fran says, make sure you watch all the way to the end. And sure enough, we did. Sherry said, do not tell me what to tell you, Dave. Sherry, do not tell me what to tell you, what to tell me. Did I say that right? All right, let's get to, do you want to do voicemails? You guys want to do voicemails? Let me get the voicemail line pulled up. We're going to chat here about tonight's episode. Gosh, I don't even know where to start. I mean, you know what? Let's hold off on tonight's episode and go to Shawn Booth. Shawn Booth shares first photos with pregnant Dre Joseph ahead of first baby together. Exclusive. This was just dropped hours ago. There's the photo. Shawn Booth with his new lady, or I don't know if it's his new lady, but it's his knocked up lady. And there they are. And then this is the photo that, I guess this photo was making people grossed out. It's Shawn Booth with a pregnancy test in his mouth. Look, I think we can all assume he didn't use that pregnancy test. Like, everyone's like, oh, gross. Do you know where a pregnancy test goes? it's a plastic stick until you pee on it. You know what I mean? That could have been a whole bunch of things. You know what I mean? Either way, there she is, the pregnant wife. Sorry for being insane is the shirt she's wearing. And she's looking pretty pregnant. I think he said she was 17 weeks. Bruce said the voicemail line's not up. Yeah, let's get that up. Thank you, Bruce. Let's get it up. You can leave a voicemail. It is there, 401-213-9828. We'll take your voicemails. I kind of need more light here. Hold on. Turn a little bit more light on the eyes. Your voicemails will decide how late we go and how aggressive we go. If you guys need any prompts for your voicemails, what did you think about Dotton getting another one-on-one date? What did you think about Tanner going to Charity's room? We know how that ends. I'm sorry, Shawn. Shawn went to Charity's room. I don't want to get the names wrong here. Anyway, so there they are. Yeah, it looks like the Golden Bachelor is going to have a 10 p.m. show. Skimilku says, for the voicemail, do you just call? Yeah, call the voicemail line. It's right there. And we will get to your thoughts. 401-213-9828, 401-213-9828. We'll get to your thoughts. And there, hold on. Let me pull up the tab. I will not share your phone numbers. I've done that accidentally in the past. You can tell how old someone is based on if they leave their number at the end. Hey, Dave, it's Jeremy. You can call me back at 508. It's like, Jeremy, we have caller ID. We know how it works. This isn't the 80s, okay? All right. Let's go to your voicemail lines. Feel free to call in. Let's see. We'll start tonight. We'll start with Celeste, I believe in Texas, unless she's moved recently. Oh, hold on. We got to change some things around here. Turn the music off. All right, Sherry, we'll turn the music off. Your wish is my command.
Hey, Dave. It's me, Celeste. Tonight's episode definitely...
Oh, Celeste, your audio's terrible. I'm going to try to play this. Not good sounding.
And a lot of emotions, really.
Okay, it's okay.
Especially with Shawn. Like, I mean, I on the one hand, I don't understand why he, had to talk to Charity right then and there. Like, I think he could have waited. But on the other hand, his feelings are valid. Like, in a way, I do sympathize, or not necessarily sympathize, but I do have empathy for him. But still, I think I agree with Aaron. I think he was in his head a lot, and I think if he would have taken a step back and waited till like the rose ceremony or that, I think he would have stayed, actually. Well, anyway, thanks. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Celeste, thanks. So your audio wasn't that bad. It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. It was a C+. I know it wasn't your fault. Sometimes we have a bad connection. I know I've had terrible internet here tonight. So look, yeah, it's one of those things. If you haven't gotten a one-on-one, which I don't believe Tanner or Shawn have gotten one, you're just a placeholder. Like, clearly Charity has a top 4 and everyone else isn't that important to her. That's all. So if you go to Charity's room, like Shawn did, and want to talk about, like, I'm falling for you, it's almost like I don't blame Shawn, but it kind of feels like he was not that into her, but he was into winning. It kind of felt like Shawn was into winning. So he was like, I told you everything I needed to tell you. That didn't work. Let me tell you even more. I'm working on the beginning stages of thinking about falling in love with you. I've got the structure in place that leads to falling in love. It's all, you know what I mean? Everyone talks like they're blueprint, Well, we've pulled the love permits, and once the love permits are approved by the love permit manager, we're gonna break ground on falling in love, and then once that's poured, we're gonna pour the concrete of the basement that will eventually be the building of love. And once the basement's done and we get some structural rebar set up, that will reinforce the love. Then we'll begin talking about those stages of love. But in the meantime, just the idea, the concept of love is coming. All right, let's go to Bruce.
Bruce from Oregon. Dave, so over in the Discord, we came up with an interesting idea. I wasn't actually watching the show because I'm filling buckets with water, but that's a different story. Anyway, the idea is you do dating with Dave. You get a lead and a couple contestants, so like a lady and a bunch of guys. They have to get out of an escape room in a set amount of time. Once they do that, the lead picks two of the contestants. She goes in the front seat of the Tesla with you. The other two go in the back seat, and you and the lead interview them until she decides to pick one or ditch both of them. And when she ditches them, you just leave them on the side of the road and drive away. I think this is an amazing show, and we have to produce it. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Bruce from Oregon, which, by the way, my auto text called you Moose from Oregon, so I might be calling you Moose from now on. Either way, Moose from Oregon. Yeah, you don't believe me? I'm going to show you right now. I can't. Let's see here. I'm going to screen grab and I don't want to give away your phone number because who wants to do that? But here it is. This is Moose from Oregon right here, who just left a voicemail. So there it is, folks. Moose from Oregon. That's what I like to read your voicemail just in case something crazy is going to happen. I can be a couple sentences ahead of things. But either way, thank you very much, Moose from Oregon. The plural when there's a bunch of Bruces together is Moose. Still Moose. All right. Yeah, look, I would love a show where I drive Charity around. I think rather than her hand out roses, she can hand out a bus pass for them to get their own ride home. They can't take Uber. They don't have a car. They have to take a bus pass. All right, let's go to one of our favorite callers, Linda from the great state of Indiana, the city of Indianapolis.
Hi, Dave. It's Linda from Indianapolis.
Hi, Linda.
I was just calling because I call you every week. And I'll tell you the thing about Charity that I just love.
Tell us.
Is that she is all the things, you know.
She is.
Mature, sure of herself, got it all going on, whatever. And then there's this innocence about her that's just unbelievable. But these guys, I don't know. The whole thing is weird to me. Anyway, I wanted to also say to you that I think that I was listening to the Courtney Roberts thing on Driving with Dave. Oh my God.
Oh, thank you.
That's the best one so far. And I just loved her relatability. She's awesome. You're awesome. I'll talk to you next week.
Oh, thank you so much. Linda from Indianapolis. You know, when I make these Driving with Daves, I never know what we're going to talk about. I didn't know if you guys were going to like Courtney or not, you know what I mean? But here she is, and you know, things went just, they weren't just fine.
Got the raspy voice in.
Oh, we just lost you.
I know, I'm sorry guys. It's kind of sexy, but it's also kind of annoying.
Yeah, moms with raspy voices, that's sexy. That's a good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to announce.
That was my chat with Courtney Robertson. All right, you know where to go check it. We're not going to promote it anymore, but thank you so much for the positive words there. And yeah, Charity's she's doing great this year. She's doing great.
Hi Dave, good night. This is Denise from Iowa. I am really troubled about what's his name, Shawn. I can't understand if he's faking it or he just want to be having more time on the show or he's really into Charity. I'm a bit confused, so that's my take on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt the same way. We're going to look at his Instagram right now. Again, it's nothing against him. Sometimes you just can't tell if you like somebody. So, like, does he like Charity or was he just trying to say what he needed to say to win? Let's see what he posted on his Instagram. So he shared the tune in, blah, blah, blah. Things are heating up. And I'm bad like the Barbie. So he's got a Ken, went to go see Barbie and Ken. Jeans are a little tight there. That's okay. Tonight is a must watch. There he is. Now I'm sad again. I am Ken enough. Enough. That's his mood. He is enough. All right, so no statement yet. You know, every once in a while we'll get a statement from someone. Hey, if you want to leave a voicemail, 401-213-9828. Look, I understand. There isn't too much to talk about after that episode. There wasn't, look, we're set up for hometowns. And what else am I supposed to say? Rachel Recchia just got her hair dyed. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here, folks? I'm trying my best. There's Rachel Recchia. New haircut. She went with a platinum blonde look. Although, to be quite honest, it looked like it was more blonde in this photo. So it almost feels like, did she change it since then? Or are we just seeing the under highlight colors? I don't know. And also, this is one of those photos where she's trying to look cute, like she's holding a camera, but the camera's not even pointed at her. If the camera's not directly pointing at her, then it means she's not using it to take the photo, in which case it's just a lot of effort to pretend like you're taking the photo. Either way, just saying, Rachel Kirkconnell called her hot. Very nice. What about her personality, though? You know what I mean? So anyway, we've been sharing all of the different alumni, and I think we just had Gabby too. We'll find Gabby. Everyone's on. It's a heat wave happening here in LA, so everyone's on Instagram. Where's I'm trying to think. Here's Caitlin Bristow. Speaking of alumni, we'll see what she's up to. I don't have much chatter. on the show. We'll wait for that to load. I got a couple more voicemails for you, but if you want to keep us busy, 401-213-9828, and we'll discuss tonight's episode. A lot of people are, is Xavier there for the wrong reason? You know, these types of questions. I don't know, guys. By the way, I think it's perfectly fair. Oh, this is a 3-minute voicemail, but it looks like, so Sherry, you left me a 3-minute voicemail. That's pretty long. Let's start and see if we can get through the first minute.
Hey, Dave, it's Sherry in Delaware. Don't tell me what not to tell you, what to tell you not to tell you. Just teasing. I really like that Dotton got a one-on-one. I like him a lot. I think he's a very sincere guy.
Sure.
And the fact that he's doing integrative medicine, which for those who don't know what that is, means that he's working with holistic things like nutrition and sleep therapy, all kinds of stuff, to try to keep people healthy rather than eating the junk American.
As I drink my Diet Coke, isn't it crazy that holistic medicine sounds like the new age stuff when in fact that's what everyone should be studying? You know, isn't it crazy? I have a brother-in-law who's a doctor, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, I know they study a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong. It's not making light of any of the hard work that doctors do, but there's so much Eastern. There could be so much more Eastern influence on holistic approaches to not only just medicine, but also maintaining a healthy lifestyle so you don't get sick in the first place. I digress. That's not what we're here to talk about.
Diet, so on and so forth. So, if that's his thing, Charity could be in for a very long, healthy, beautiful life. Anyway, fun show tonight. Thanks, and bye.
Oh, so it looks like, okay, so thank you so much. It looks like, Sherry, you then hung up, but you didn't hang up because I have 2.5 minutes of dead air. So I appreciate, Sherry, that you left me a voicemail under a minute long. It just so happens that you didn't hang up the phone or whatever the connection was. But yeah, very nice. What a power couple if Dotton does win. Look, let me tell you something. I talk to Reality Steve all the time. He doesn't know who wins. From all things, it's pointing to Dotton, right? Or is it pointing to Joey? If Joey wins, then Dotton. I mean, because all signs are pointing here. But again, that's me saying this without any. Some seasons I know who wins, and I have to play dumb. No idea. If I had to guess, if I had to bet money on it, A, I wouldn't bet much money because I have no clue. But B, I would bet that Dotton wins. But we'll have to see.
Hi, Dave. This is Sarah from Hawaii.
And we have a call from Hawaii. Aloha, Sarah.
Just wanted to say I'm so happy I found your channel. I love the commentary, and I hope you can come do a stand-up in Honolulu soon. And yeah, I think
Sarah, Sarah, I was in Hawaii last year. We actually met up with one of our power listeners. Didn't have any stand-up shows, but if you know any comedy clubs in town, ask them to hire me. I'll fly out to Honolulu. I'm pretty sure I could twist my wife's leg. Hey, honey, you want to go back to Hawaii? All right, Tasha's in. Tasha, she goes, count me in. I can't get her to come to a show in Hollywood, but she'll go to Hawaii for you, baby.
And yeah, I think what I'm looking forward to is seeing the hypocrisy. I think that's how they show it on the TV. Is like Aaron seems very hypocritical because I think he leaves and then comes back, which is what Brayden did, and how he like really hated on Brayden for that. But yeah, I haven't seen this episode yet, but I guess Shawn pulled something. I don't know. But thank you so much. Okay, bye.
Bye.
You're doing a great job. Aloha.
Oh, thank you so much. Look at that. Positive affirmations from Sarah in Hawaii, specifically from Honolulu. Are you in Waikiki? Is that Honolulu? I think that's Waikiki, right? It's all the same to me, folks. I'll tell you what, I loved going to Hawaii last year. We ran into a power listener on the beach just randomly. Someone heard my voice and they were like, "Is that Dave Neal?" Because who knew I sounded so annoying? But if you're wondering whether or not I sound the same talking to my wife, I guess I do. Although last year when we went, were we married yet? I guess we weren't married yet. We were only engaged at the time. But these voicemails are very engaging. Please keep them coming. 401-213-9828. Please help me out. I don't have too much I can talk about on my end. Although I will say my voice has been feeling a lot better. But yeah, as you guys know, the last 2 weeks I've been really battling something. But now it's just a Diet Coke burp. I'm feeling okay.
Hey, Dave. It's Dave in Illinois.
Hey, Dave.
I was really disappointed in the producers tonight. It seemed like, there were all sorts of gyrations around fitting people in here, there, everywhere. I thought it was crazy to have, the two guys, Tanner and the other guy, and then no Rose, and then the four of them. How many times does he have to hear, I don't know, Tanner, and I don't know. I think the power move would have been for Tanner to just wear kind of like a Hawaiian shirt underneath the suit coat and later say, look, I knew I was going to paradise. That was my secret message. And, I was nice for the cameras, but which way to the beach? That would have been what I would have done. That's all. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, Dave in Illinois. You sound like our friend Moose from Oregon. You guys actually sound very similar. We appreciate it. We don't get many men in here calling, so if there's any other men, please call in. Ladies, grab your man. Call us. Let's do it. By the way, what does chill mean? Chile. Now, the country would be pronounced chili, but what does chill mean slang? Because I know it means chill pronounced the same as child. What? Oh, child. It means it's pronounced child. What in the slang? You know what I think of child? I think it's mid. Child is mid to me. These stupid words. Child, pronounced the same as child without the D, is a slang term used to express shock, relief, or humor. Does anyone feel like my recap is child? It is often used dismissively in response to an inappropriate comment or exaggeration. For example, Tony says, I am never, ever, ever going to speak to you again. Joe says, whoa, child. All right. I don't know if I get it. Guys. I'm 38. I don't do slang anymore. I don't know any new musicians. I don't know who, the last musician I heard of was T-Pain. If you've released a song after T-Pain, I don't know what you're talking about. Child.
Hey, Dave, Sue from Washington State, the great Pacific Northwest. I've watched every Bachelor, Bachelorette, Paradise, every show you think of.
Wow.
World Olympic, Bachelorette and Bachelor. And Charity is my favorite Bachelorette ever.
Wow.
Have a great night. West Coast starts in 30 minutes. Good night.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sue from Washington State. Hey, Sue, are you coming to my stand-up show, Seattle stand-up show, August 24th, 8 p.m., Comedy Bar? We got tickets right there. I don't know how many we've sold so far, but I'm going to be going on several podcasts to promote the show. It's going to be a real sort of precursor to what might come next year with maybe we'll go to some other locations. Maybe Honolulu. I don't know. Do we have enough people in Honolulu? Either way, grab your friends, grab your exes. I don't know. Grab your Tinder dates. Swipe right on everybody and just say, meet me at Comedy Bar. Just tell them to swipe right. Grab their Tinder. Grab their Grindr. I don't care. I don't care if you're gay, straight, bi, whatever. Buy a ticket. Be bi and buy a ticket. All right. So anyway, by the way, just a quick promo if you haven't already checked out on this. Here's my chat with Courtney Robertson. It's available after tonight's episode's over. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. Some are saying it's our best interview so far. I don't know. They're all pretty good to me.
To say, but I always had game.
You always had game?
I always had game.
All right, so you had game.
I
You
had
the
game.
modeling. So you were pretty much going in there with
Like
weapons.
If I like him, I'm gonna try to get him.
So what's the move if you like him? What's the game? The eye contact, playing with your hair.
Full like force, like just.
But you don't even know what this is the thing with women. Women don't even know what the force is. They just have it.
Right.
So you don't even know what it is. You just bat
Eye
an eye.
contact.
Eye contact.
Physical touch.
Okay.
But what people don't see on the show is like, there's a lot of times when you're not recording or filming, and we would be in the airport and like the girls would be off doing their thing and I could see him and I would be like making eye contact.
So you've put in the work.
I put in all the work.
Yeah.
All right, that's our latest interview. And I want to get Gabby Windy on, but I'm going to need you guys to reach out to her because I don't think she knows I exist. I don't think she does YouTube, and I'm not big on Instagram. So if you would like to hear me interview Gabby Windy, and boy, trust me, I got a lot of questions for her. My goal is, if I interview Gabby, the first 25 minutes, nothing but small talk, nothing but fun, break the walls down, be child, be mid, just have fun. And then at the 26-minute mark, I'm going to hit her with questions about Eric Schwar. I'm just going to hit. She's going to be so confused. She's going to not know what to do, and she's going to give me some crazy great answers. So if you want to hear that conversation, you got to reach out to her and say, Gabby, Dave would love to have you on his show. Check out his Instagram. It's the hottest new show out there. He'll button up all of his buttons, or he'll undo all of his buttons, whatever you want. He'll sell out for you. All right, here's an 11-second voicemail. 11-second voicemails, are usually interesting. They're usually amazing or somebody messed up.
Hi, Dave. It's Joanna from Sacramento. I used to live in South Carolina, so it's child you don't know. Have a good night. Love you. Bye.
Oh, it's child you don't know. So it's like child. Why? How come when I say it, it sounds offensive? Child. Oh. So child really is short for child. Tasha, did you know that? You knew that child was short for child? Child, you didn't know that. I got to start saying child. All right, what do we have in my comment section here? What do we have? So, by the way, I looked into it because some people were saying we covered this earlier. You know me, I don't want any controversy here. But we looked into Madison. Let's go to Madison Pruitt here. I'm surprised she doesn't have me blocked yet. I would gladly do a driving with Dave with Madison, but it'd be hard to have a conversation with her because everything I really want to call her out on, I just feel like she would spew a Bible verse at me and we wouldn't have a real conversation. Like, I just want a real conversation. Tell me about you.
Like, don't try and get as close as you can to sin. I think of that Hebrews 12 verse, you know.
Oh! She can't even get through a sentence. Child, talk to me.
Off every
I just want to know who she is
with sin. Like, don't
flirt with sin. Okay, let's here. Hold on. I'm gonna set a timer here, and we're gonna time how quickly she can talk before getting into a Bible verse. Which, again, I have nothing against Bible verses. Hold on. Let's do a stopwatch here. I think we can do this. Hold on a second, folks. Hold on. This is important. This is important information here. Let's go. Let's do a countdown, but instead of a countdown, let's just see if we can set this up as a timer. I don't know if it'll let us. Countdown. Let's do stopwatch. Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay, here we go. Hold on. How do we refresh the stopwatch? Okay. Are you ready? I'm going to hit play on this. I'm going to hit play on the reel, and then I'm going to hit the stopwatch, and we're going to stop it. And we're going to see if she can make it 3 seconds before sharing someone else's opinions on something.
don't flirt with sin. Like, don't try and get as
man,
close
good
as
word.
you can to sin. I think of that Hebrews 12
sure.
verse, you know, like throw off every hindrance and any
3.68 seconds. We got 3.68 seconds. Hold on. Let's go to a different reel and see how long we can get before she has a Bible verse here. Let's see here. Let's go to this one. Let's play this one.
We can't get free on our own. Ephesians 2, 3 through 5 says, all of us lived among them at one time, gratifying the cravings of
1.48 seconds. Oh, by the way, God is laughing his ass off right now. God is laughing. I didn't know a stopwatch would be so much fun. All right, 1.48 seconds. Child. You can love her all you want. Okay, here we go. Let's reset the clock. This is very hard to do two at once. Hold on, ready? I'm going to hit play, and then I'm going to start the timer. Okay? Now, let's play a drinking game. If she can make it 4 seconds before saying a Bible verse, you all drink. Ready? Here we go.
But I believe that relationships either make or break you. I believe they either propel you into who you were called and created to be, or they hold you and hinder you from that. And so I believe it's really, really important for each and every single one of us to surround ourselves with people that push us closer to Jesus, that remind us of who we are, that show us the truth, and that push us towards our purpose. But I believe that relationships either make or break you.
Okay. All right. She won that one. Let's go to the next one here. She won that one. Here we go. Did we do this one yet?
we can't get free.
Did we do this one yet?
Free on our own. Ephesians 2.
We already did that
says,
one. Let's go to the next one. Again, we're just trying to see how long, if she can go 5 seconds without reciting a Bible verse.
I think ministry is wherever your feet are. And I think that's a lot of people come to me and they're like, Maddie, how do I get involved in ministry? I want to speak. I want to do, and I'm like, well, how are you ministering to the person in front of you? How are you loving the person in front of you? Because ministry is literally wherever your feet go. I think ministry is wherever your feet are.
Okay, maybe it's a bad game. I wasn't prepared. All right, either way, we're very happy for her. But what I wanted to get to earlier was she was, this is picking up some steam on the internet. She goes on so she says, several things happen. I covered this earlier, but we have a little bit more people in the crowd. She's about to feel persecuted for an opinion that she's against child slavery, which I think everyone is against it. There's no one that's saying you shouldn't have that opinion, but then she cites the fact that she wrote a paper in high school about this topic. Let's have a listen.
Ready? Yes, I use my hands for my foundation. The sound of freedom yet. Human trafficking is something I am extremely passionate about. It was what I actually wrote my senior high school paper on. I've just felt this stirring of urgency on my heart. Like, there's so many nights where I can't sleep. Like, I'm literally just tossing and turning. I feel like I came off The Bachelor and I was so nervous to speak out about just certain things I was super passionate about. I think I came off the show and experienced such trauma. I think I was scared to confront certain issues and certain topics because I didn't want to upset anyone. I didn't want to get canceled. I didn't want to offend people. I'm just out of...
Who's canceling anybody for spreading love? Nothing Jesus ever talked about would get you canceled. It's the people that are grifting, that are talking about, controlling other people's bodies or putting fear into your head, or you can't do this, or stripping away other people's rights, or, that's what gets people canceled. Just preaching about love. No one's got a problem with that.
A place where I feel like the Lord is stirring my heart, and I'm like, hey, I don't live for the approval of people. I don't fear man. I fear God. So I'm just at a place where I'm like, I'm ready to challenge anyone listening to this. Don't be afraid of standing firm in your faith. Don't be afraid of talking about your values and convictions. Don't be afraid of what other people think about you. It says in God's word, if we are ashamed of the truth, then one day he will be ashamed of us.
So she doesn't say what the truth is. There's nothing to push back on. Okay, so someone had commented this, and again, I don't know much about it, but what is the movie called? She's talking about The Sound of Freedom. The sound of... Now, this movie has made $100 million. The Sound of Freedom. Is it real? And I guess, so some people are saying The Sound of Freedom it was actually somehow connected to QAnon. and again, I don't even want to talk about this because I don't know too much about it. Sound of Freedom, the wild true story. So 4 days ago, Vanity Fair had it as a wild true story. I guess I just don't know how prevalent. Like, obviously, there are plenty of. Okay, here we go. NPR. I think we can all agree NPR is a very centrist, sort of fair journalism, right? I think it's on. Anyway, a lot of pop-ups. Christian thriller Sound of Freedom faces criticism for stoking conspiracy theories. Sound of Freedom is a surprise box office hit, but the Christian thriller is also fueling controversy over conspiracy theories and its depiction of human trafficking. Now, of course, everyone should be against any form of human trafficking. It's a surprise box office hit. Sound of Freedom is a thriller about a former federal agent rescuing children from exploitation. So it's Jim Caviezel is drawing attention for the film in other ways. For years, he's been a prominent promoter of the false violent QAnon conspiracy theory, specifically the claim that an international cabal of elites is abusing and killing children to extract a substance called adrenochrome. These wild claims have been deeply enmeshed with narratives about child trafficking, and Jim Caviezel is pushing them on his press tour. So it sounds like the movie itself isn't Q, but the actor is. So he says adrenochrome, the whole adrenochrome empire, this is a big deal. So I guess he thinks that that Hollywood is sucking the blood of youth to maybe, I don't know, you stay young. No, trust me. There's a Botox building on every corner of every street here. That's what it is. It's Botox, folks. It ain't kids' blood. It's Botox. All right, let's go to some voicemails here. We digressed a little bit.
Hi, Dave. This is Damiana, ATL. 2 words. Text messages. Let's go. Well, actually 4 words. Bye.
What does that mean? You want me to read text messages? What is Damiana? What do you mean text messages? Did I miss something? We don't. You can text. You can call. You can do a text message if you want. Let me know if that's what you're talking about.
Hey, Dave, it's Sherry again from Rhode Island. That flick, The Sound of Freedom, is apparently about human trafficking, specifically, from what I understand, child trafficking. And it's supposed to be pretty shocking and grotesque. I can't imagine anybody who is speaking on behalf of being against that kind of thing ever getting canceled or, spoken against. I don't know what the heck Maddie's talking about, unless, of course, she's looking for a reason to be like a martyr. I'm sorry, but again. And by the way, I will make sure I hang up this time. All right. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sherry. She did, in fact, hang up this time at 51 seconds. You're very precise. Look, yeah, the problem is everyone thinks, there's this want by some people to be a martyr, and they're not. Like, no one, Maddie's not saying anything that will get her canceled. I mean, maybe some people don't want to hear it, but like, hey, welcome to my world of stand-up comedy. But yeah, I don't know what she was referencing, and it was too vague for me to know, but it's like, Maddie, you married a billionaire's son, okay? You're doing just fine. Put your money where your mouth is. Seriously, put your money where your mouth is and start donating your time and energy and platform to the cause. No one cares that you wrote a paper in high school about it. Put boots on the ground and we'll promote it. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Hey, Dave, it's Dave again. I want to rescue you from the conspiracy theory stuff.
Please.
So, discussion going on, false eyelashes on Charity, yes or no?
Oh, does Charity have false eyelashes? Well, I think there's always a fake eyelash happening here or there. Trust me. If you've ever, you see these things stuck to the side of a shower. So do I think Charity has fake eyelashes? I guess we would have to go to I'm sure on a glammed up photo, I'm sure if we look at a photo like this, would we see, now that could be a fake eyelash. You see it's protruding. I like to think if your eyelashes are more than half an inch, they're probably fake. As you know, I've been accused of whitening the under eyelids here, but that's not happening. Although I do appreciate that some are concerned about that. Here the eyelashes look really nice. Are they fake? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe she's got a good lash. Maybe she's rubbing castor oil on it, you know? You want a good eyelash, you dip them in castor oil. Live a little, you know? It's also good for pregnancy. You know, you can rub it on your skin. I'll tell you what. I put castor oil in my hair. I dip my hair in castor oil. I don't care. I do what I want to do. All right, so anyway, Charity's been tweeting, woo, child. I don't even know what, in reference to what. So let's see what else she's got here. The way Charity is single-handedly saving the Bachelor franchises. I'll be honest with you guys. Like I've said before, I watched the show almost too closely because I'm typing my notes and everything, that I don't know if she's good or not, but it seems like most people think she's good. I feel like I got electrocuted, she said. It's like, yeah, that's what happens when you use a sex toy in a hot tub. You know what I mean, folks? You can't be using your sex toy in a hot tub. Don't do it. Especially the plug-in ones. You know what I mean? Go waterproof. All right, so what else do we have here? Trying to find some more comments. We got some more voicemails. Last call on the voicemail, 401-213-9828, 401-213-9828. Leave a voicemail. Fake eyelashes are very common. Two big fake eyelashes. Let's see what we have here. So yeah, I mean, you don't want them looking like that. That's too much. You don't want your fake eyelashes to be, blend in with your hairline. But hey, maybe if you're, walking in a fashion show or something like that, I don't know. I've never worn fake eyelashes myself, but I do fear if I did wear fake eyelashes, I would feel maybe almost too powerful. And if that's the case, you just got to be careful. All right. When you said fake eyelashes, I thought you were talking about Maddie. I wasn't sure. Oh, we were going back to Hawaii. Let's go to Sarah.
Hi, Dave. Sarah from Hawaii again. Sorry, I was just wondering if
Never apologize, Sarah. Call as many times as you want.
you could talk about the likelihood of either of the two winners, Joey or Dotun, moving, or Charity moving to Hawaii. Because if Joey wins, he lives in Kauai. And your thoughts on that? Because I think I read that Bachelor and Bachelorette is only 21% success rate, something like that.
Lower.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Lower. Thank you, Sarah. By the way, Sarah, I think your child's yelling for you. If Sarah's child is watching, hello, child. Child down. Okay? I don't know. I'm just no, we love to hear kids screaming in the background. We love a lively household. So let your kid dance like nobody's watching, right? All right, so Joey is from Philly, okay? He's not from Hawaii. So the question was, what are the odds that Charity moves to Hawaii? I have to place it at 0%. I have to. I think, comment says, Dave, I want Bachelor clues to make a Dave with false eyelashes, a power recapper meme. A boy can dream. That would be fantastic. Erica said, I would kill to see Dave in full drag. I have dressed in drag before, and I have to tell you, I felt incredibly sexy. I felt so good. I almost feel like it should be mandatory for every man to dress in drag, just to know that their lips can actually pop with the right amount of gloss. My lip gloss was so popping, I was in complete control of every conversation I went into. I had more sparkles than a strip club on a Saturday night. You know what I mean? I was feeling good. I believe I had some sort of fishnet on. It was nice. It was a nice night. Would I dress in drag again? Never say never, right? I don't have a photo of it, to be quite honest. I'm not kidding when I say I don't. I think a photo does exist. I don't have one. But it wasn't in any way. I was dressed not in an insulting type of way, but with in paying homage to the great drag culture that exists. Sherry says, think that's a little weird. No, I think everybody should dress in drag. I think you should know what a woman goes through when she puts high heels on. Do you know what I mean? You should know what a woman goes through when she has gets a little bloated and can't fit into her pleather skirt. You know what I'm talking about, folks? That's just me. I'm all here for building empathy. One power romper at a time. All right, that's it. Hey, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Once I get some eyeliner on me. Start to comb the eyebrows up a little bit, clean shaven, or maybe not, maybe just keep a mustache. I don't know. I'm telling you, not too shabby. All right, well, we're out of voicemail, so this is your chance to call in. 401-213-9828, 401-213-9828. Yeah, there's nothing. Hey, I'll tell you what, I've been around the block for a long time. I think I dressed in drag 20 years ago. Yeah, but 18 to 20 years ago. So I was dressing in drag before it was cool. I'm the hipster of drag dressing. Receipts, child. Receipts. Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. You put some heels on, those legs start looking banging. Am I right, ladies? All right. What do you say, Moose? Are you going to dress in drag at my stand-up show? Okie dokie. So anyway, what do we got here? Let's see if there's anything from Charity's Instagram stories. Otherwise, we might just pack it up, folks. We might, like I said, I'm not surprised we kept it under 200 tonight. I'm not surprised. It's a little slow. Tomorrow we are going to have, I'm trying to find out. Let's see if I'm tagged in anything. Celeste says I'm too masculine for makeup. Well, I'm telling you, yeah, I don't need makeup. I put on makeup every once in a while if I'm like in a film project or something. I think the last time I wore makeup was on my wedding, which, by the way, my wife gets a full team of makeup artists. And by the way, let's actually go to that right now. I actually saw this, which was great. This is I didn't even know I'm in this. This was our wedding. By the way, you should give these people a follow. Blue Venato Weddings. This is what they posted. I have to be careful. This is Tasha re-emerging in her second wedding dress on our wedding. So there she is, with a nice like she had like a loofah top, and then you'll see me in the background. I'm like, you could tell it's late in the evening based on how little I'm wearing of my outfit, but I'm there talking to one of my best friends there on the dance floor. I'll let it play one more time, but I got to tell you what, oh boy, did we have fun. I tell you, it was just, we're just starting to, what are we, 10 months later? 10 months later, we're just starting to really come to terms with how amazing it was. Obviously, you get married and you it's almost like you don't even want to look at your photos yet because you're almost going to be sad you're not there. It was that much fun. Does that make sense? Anyway, what else do we have here? Got a couple more voicemails and then we'll pack it up. Last call on the voicemails. Oh, hold on. Let's go back here.
Hey, David, Sue again. Just want to let you know I am next to Portland, Oregon. So if you're going to be in Portland, I will be there. Any comments on Bachelor in Paradise? Watch me. I can't wait. It should be a hot season. Bye.
Well, thank you so much. I don't know when I'll be in Portland. It's not going to be on this trip, but for sure I will keep you posted on my Portland whereabouts. Here's a nice little wedding here. Don't you love seeing strangers' weddings? This is where we got married. This is just someone else. I like to see how other people designed their weddings. Boy, I should get a coupon code for this place though, because man, did we partied on every inch of that place. Just an absolute blast. Let's see if we can find any more of my wedding night photos here. I know we have so much content we've never shared with you guys here, but well, it goes deep down the list here. We're about 10 months away. All right, but anyway, is that it? No, that's not it. I can't tell what we even look like. It was a blurry night. Probably the last time I've been really drunk. Although I spaced it out really nice. I don't think I ever fell down or anything.
I just want to keep making memories with you.
Oh, that's a nice photo of us.
20 years from now, I want to be able to look back and say, yeah, we did that.
That was the first wedding.
We did all of that.
I love the reels they put together.
I just want to keep making
memories. Let's see if there's anything else here from our night here. I haven't seen some of these, but yeah, the dance floor was poppin'. All these other weddings look like a ton of fun. They should do multiple weddings on the same night, and then at a certain hour, the weddings like intermingle. So then you get to like party with other wedding parties. And that way you could like share the overhead costs. Isn't that a good idea? Everyone shares the overhead costs of the wedding. I don't know, just a thought. Oh, here it is. There's a nice photo. Look at this. Yeah, you guys better respect. There it is, folks. Going for it. That's right. You don't want the photo to be of the kiss. You just want the moment before the kiss. By the way, I had to hold the bouquet up for this photo. My arm was sore after. That bouquet was so heavy. And I was like, child, girl, there's the queen right before the wedding. That was at the resort we stayed at. Why am I showing you this? Does anybody care? Who cares? We're here. Getting ready beforehand. Any photos of me getting ready? No. Yeah, I just didn't exist until it came time to doing the I do's. Anyway, we're over there. I'm sure there's other ones. Okay, very good. Anyway, let's see what we have here. Go to your final comments of the night. Skim Milku says, "Do the Bachelor pay for the contestants' clothes?" Absolutely not. They do have a little bit of a budget for the lead. Although I will tell you, I heard Katie Thurston had to bring her clothes for F-Boy Island. I was told that she didn't have too much of a... So we'll have to see what kind of wardrobe she shows up with. Anyway, let's see what else we have in the comments section. 2 more voicemails. Here we go.
Hey, Dave, Sherry again. Just a funny vignette for you. Back in my 20s, I sang for a living. And one of the gigs my band did was 8 weeks in, of all places, Yukon territory.
Wow.
And at one point, just for fun, we did a clothing swap, and I put on this big plaid lumberjack type outfit with the big boots and the whole business. And we had a guy who was, swear to God, a Canadian Mountie who put on a wig and came up and tried to wear something like a cheerleader's outfit. And I got to tell you, we made more money that night than God. It was so much fun. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. If you don't laugh, you're going to cry all the time. Anyway, have fun. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yeah, sounds like you had fun. Let me know, any Canadians in the audience, would a stripper in Canada be dressed as a Canadian Mountie? Like, would this be something a guy would show up and say, "Hey, hey, did anyone order a Mountie?" And you maybe have a vat of maple syrup. Nancy says, "I only see 41 likes with all these folks in the chat." Yeah, it's beyond me. Here we are. I could be spending time with my wife here. I'm making you feel guilty. And we can't hit the like button? Come on, folks. That's right. I see 40. I see some up votes, some down votes. All right, last voicemail, then we're going to call it quits. Oh, we're going to Tennessee.
Hey, Dave. Christine from Nashville. I think you should do a drag marathon for charity that is charity pro bono, not charity or Bachelorette. Anyway, have a great night. Great recap. Love you. Bye.
Thank you so much, Christine in Nashville. Look, I don't know if I'll be going drag anytime soon, but anything for charity. We're actually maybe, is this a good time? Maybe I'll announce it later, but I did ask on my Facebook to see if anyone would help out with philanthropy on our page. So as you guys might know, let's see if I can find the post here. Last year, I pretty much I'm a one-man shop, but I asked if anyone could help me out with like being a director of philanthropy and help me get, all of the sort of, submissions organized. So that way, when we do want to like raise money for different causes, we actually can have some sort of, better organization so I can keep making content, but also still deliver you guys the goods. So I don't know if we're going to call it head of philanthropy. I don't know what we're going to call it, but we do, and I'm not ready to announce who it is yet, but we do have somebody who's going to tackle organizing all the teacher submissions, just to make sure that we've got like everyone's story and all organized. So that way, when it does come time to promote in August, the teacher wish list will have that all sort of, organized. And I say that because I want to thank you guys. If it wasn't for our generous audience, there would be no charity in the first place. You know what I mean? You know, we're only able to give because you guys keep filling up people's baskets and all that. So I want to thank you guys in advance for what in August will be a nice little teacher wish list we're going to be doing. Common Unicorn said, is Katie done filming? Not that I know of. I haven't heard from her. Sarah said I missed a super chat. All right, let me go back to that super chat and find it. Looks like I'm... Sherry said you promoted the woman who was a jewelry maker, and I got a pair for earrings to support Ukraine. Oh, good to know. Thanks for supporting. Let me see who the super chat was. I missed it. So let me just go back to that. And then we're going to wrap up. Oh, Damiana with $10. Thank you so much, Damiana. I really appreciate that super chat here. Hold on. Let me put it on the screen. And as far as this episode goes, let me tell you something. Plan for a weird recap tomorrow, because whenever there isn't much to talk about, I always go to some strange foreign place in my brain. So that's what's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah, I just want to, first of all, and I want to thank all the moderators and everyone that's already been so helpful. Sometimes I forget to thank people, but you guys all know that it really helps out knowing I've got an audience that I can trust that is out there, you know, doing good things. Anyway, I want to thank you guys all so much. I don't have much else to say. Hannah Bell says, was that Shawn and his baby mama? Yes, it was. We will have this story tomorrow. It'll probably be our first story after the initial recap, and we'll have some other content for you guys as well. So thank you all so much. We made it to an hour, although, like I said, just not too much to talk about, but we got through all of your voicemails. The season is about to heat up, obviously, getting to hometowns. This was almost like we had to get rid of the dead weight. We, no offense to Tanner, Shawn, and did we lose anyone else? I think that was it. No offense to them, but we, someone was asking me about the secret text. Yes, that's right. I received some information that I can't share with you guys, but let's just put it this way. If the information I received is spoken about publicly, it will be relatively dramatic. I'll call it relatively dramatic because it's not going to be like blow your socks off dramatic, but I just think, the truth will set people free, and I think actually we can all handle the truth, especially when it comes in Bachelor Nation.
You can't handle the truth.
I disagree. I think we can. I think we all need the truth, and I can't say anything else about that, but I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe I'll talk about it a little bit on the podcast, but lots to get into. Then I'm going to go have a nice rest. I'm going to have a nice cough lozenge and get ready for tomorrow. Thank you, Damiana, for the super chat. Much appreciated. And everyone else, thank you for coming and hanging out with me today. More content coming your way. If you haven't already checked it out, now is your chance to go over to the Dave Neal Show right now and watch this episode. Massive amounts of tea. Ben Flanick, Nick Vial, Ari, and other people all spoken about very cordially, although a little dramatically. And, a little tea on Caitlin Bristow, too. It all comes out with Courtney Robertson, so go check that interview out right now. I'll see you guys all later. Good night, everybody.